All right, so we're getting there. Very close. Second last song. This one was good. A lot of drums in this, as you can see by all the red. But again, really clean, rough mix. I honestly didn't do too much to the drums on this because everything was kind of just in its spot. The only thing I felt was a little bit lacking were these stomps. So what I did is I added my own stomp over it as well. Which, it's funny because it's actually, you can kind of see in the name here, it's a stomp that I've AI extracted from another song where I like redid a pattern. Anyways, I just like the sound of the stomp. I didn't have the exact sound of it, but it works well laid with this. So I really like that like attack and knock it gives. Without it, it's just kind of just doesn't really, doesn't really hit. So I'll play the whole beat with and without it, and you'll hear the difference. It's actually quite a big difference. So this is without it. And then with. So yeah, it makes a massive difference in terms of the energy and like just that kick, because there's no kick in this song. That's literally the main kick sound. So yeah, I just wanted to punch a little bit more. The bass was pretty cool. I like the way it sounds. Sounds like this. Used Devil Lock to give it a bit of crush and crunch, as it says here. And the space is just like distorting it a little bit, but kind of doing like a more aggressive, distortion / saturation to it. So that's very subtle, blended in. Just adds a nice character to it. In terms of the overall beat, I added soft limit to it. Just clipping it a little bit, giving it a bit more of like a distorted sound. Especially for this type of beat, you can kind of get away with that, especially with the stomps there. Especially with the stomps there. I've also got this EQ on the beat, which is actually set up through the vocals. So if I play it, so all these little points is where the vocals kind of clash with the beat a little bit. So what I did is I pulled up EQ match here and basically sent it to the lead vocals so that it could see where the vocals were sitting. And then it matched it, so it found all the frequencies that were colliding with each other and clashing. And then basically just each frequency has been dropped down -1 dB on the dynamic. So when the vocal hits that frequency, it will duck it in the beat. So it just helps it cut through a little bit more. So that's a trick I always use to just get like a bit more separation between the vocals and the beat. And then we've got a classic low pass filter here that I just automated. And it comes up very quickly. Originally, I had it a bit more gentle going up. But this one, I decided to just end it straight away because it works for the cut. Especially because I kept a couple of drums, or all the drums actually. So I didn't want them to be affected by the filter. So with the vocals, this one's a bit different. The basic chain is the same, but we have no reverb or delay at all on the vocals. So it's just very upfront and in your face. The only thing we've got in parallel is parallel compression. So if I solo that, and it's pretty loud, so it's kind of really just pushing it up right in your face. In terms of the effects, that's where the delays and reverbs come in. So they're not throughout the whole song, they're just in certain areas. So if I play it from the start, I'll just bounce through all these effects so you can hear it. So we've got like I call this like a reverb smash, which is basically when usually on the hits, it's just like a blanket reverb. So it's just sitting there. It's not automated or anything. And the first like syllable hits it and then just basically like explodes of reverb. So we've got that, and then that's going into like a weird delay. So you hear that. Boost it. And then we've got another delay here, that another reverb smash there, and a reverse reverb here. Then we've got this low octave with this plugin Dr. Octave, as well as another cool effect here, which is a bunch of things. It's spreading it out, it's adding reverb, it's delaying, it's tremolating the delay. Heaps of crazy things going on. So let's hear what this is doing. And then other than that, it's just a few stutter effects like this. Cut. And that's literally it. The outro, all those effects were already done with the beat. So we've got all of this stuff. We did add this, which we put CLA vocals on, this filter, so it's literally doing that with the EQ automatically. The rotor, taking out a bit of the mid-range, high mid-range, and a spreader to make it all wider. And that's that effect. I'll play it before and after. It's a pretty big difference. And then with blends well with the beat. And then just at the end to check the transition, because obviously this song transitions very nicely into the next song. That's thanks to Arad. We've got this reverse delay of his vocals building up with the rest of the beat here. And with that, I'll just play this end bit with everything. And it just cuts right there. It's meant to, no, yeah, and it just cuts right there. Then we brought the next song in, the last song, just so we can make sure the transition is good. So there is a tail on this, which we've cut off and put in the next song, so that when you listen to it together, it sounds like it's being dragged into the next song. But when you listen to this song on its own and it ends, it doesn't sound too bad. And vice versa with the next song, when it starts, it sounds fine. Because sometimes when you do these cuts and you play the song on its own, it just sounds weird at the start or at the end of the previous song. So this just made it smooth for both songs. So yeah, put that there just so we can make sure that the transition's all good. And that's clean.